friends.
Pauline.
Wasn't a dream. We really are home.
Ooh, good morning, Daddy.
Good morning.
Here you go. Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good?
What are you doing? What's this?
Nothing. I'm just making a list for, my shower tonight.
You gotta make a list now before you take a shower?
No, silly. It's for my bridal shower.
Oh.
Just making a list of things that I need to bring.
I thought Frankie was taking care of that.
She is. I just want to help her, you know. But Gary, no.
You resigned from the police force, huh?
You're asleep. I'll come back later.
No, wait. Did they do it? Nick and Maggie?
Easy, easy. Just...
No. Did Nick and Maggie get married? Is that why you're here?
Coffee? You sure you were up half the night?
Yeah. Couldn't sleep.
Anything I can do?
Yeah, I need you to tell me the truth about something.
Okay.
If you had known my mother was pregnant, would you have married her?
I'm sure Nick believed everything I said last night. I'll bet he's almost ready to propose.
There she is. Do you want some coffee? Oh, caffeine. Maybe that's not such a good idea.
How about some tea, darling? You all right?
No, but I will be. I made a decision. I'm leaving Bay City. Today.
I could just stay here all day.
Oh, me too.
What time you got, you know?
Oh, it's almost 10.
I gotta have breakfast with Gabe. I'm gonna call him, tell him forget about it.
No, don't. We'll go with you.
No. I don't even want to move.
Joe, we'll be back here tonight. And every night after that. I promise. Besides, I want to take Dante to the restaurant, show him off. Come on, please.
Yeah?
Eat.
Is Mommy gonna put you on the menu, huh?
Never. Oh, your father gave me this great recipe, by the way. A white bean salad with rosemary.
My mom used to make that.
I know. Oh, and if it's all right, I'd like to go see Rachel. She sent Dante the cutest little bathing suit. Wait till you see it. And then if you watch the baby for me, I'd really like to go see Sophia.
feel terrible about what happened to her.
It's been very rough, but the good thing is at least she found out before she married him.
Yeah, but to find out like that.
Nick Terry's a bum. That's the end of the story. Just thank God it's over with, and now that you and Dante are home, everything's going to be back to normal.
Well, I agree. It's great that it's over with. But I wouldn't count on things being back to normal.
John said she's doing fine.
Joe, Nick was her first love. Don't forget that. He broke her heart. She's not going to get over that anytime soon.
Tell me the truth. Did Nick and Maggie get married?
No. I just stopped by to see how you're doing.
But you'll tell me, right? If you hear anything about it, you'll tell me.
Sophia, I don't want you thinking every time I come into your room that I'm going to tell you something about Nick and Maggie. You should put it out of your head. You should concentrate on feeling better.
All right. Okay, fine. I'll wait till you tell me.
You know, you're putting me in a difficult position. Maggie and I are family.
Matt, what am I supposed to do? I can't talk to Joe. He feels guilty, and Paulina's in Italy.
Don't you have any friends?
Friends? Who? Who, Maggie? I don't think so. Nick?
I know that lonely feeling. So what do you want for your birthday? Isn't your birthday coming up? Isn't it in about 2 minutes? Aren't you going to be 21 in about 2 minutes?
5.
5? Oh, sorry. You weren't so argumentative yesterday. You must be feeling better.
Argumentative?
Mm-hmm.
I am not argumentative. You
No.
are wrong about that. If I'm argumentative, you should try having a conversation with my brother.
Well, I think you're terrific.
Well, I don't think I'm so terrific because...
Listen, that had nothing to do with you. I know you were hurt by what Maggie and Nick did. It's their loss.
Well, I'll tell you, that wasn't really an option for me, because I didn't even know about you.
I know. I'm saying if you did know.
Yeah, but it wasn't my call. Your mother did not want to get married to me.
What if she did?
Look, if what you're asking is, if I had known about you, would I have taken responsibility for my child, you? The answer is yes, in a heartbeat.
But you wouldn't have married her.
No. I mean, look, who knows what would have happened over time? I mean, maybe we would have fallen in love, but it's not even worth speculating. Your mother was a very independent woman. She was into herself.
Michael,
she was into her
I'm not
career.
blaming you.
And I'm not making excuses. Nick, marriage is a very serious commitment.
Is it more serious than having a baby?
Look, I would have given absolutely anything to have been there for you when you were growing up.
Anything except marry my mother.
Yeah, I mean, that's not what I said, but yeah. Look, I believe that two people should not get married unless they love each other, and they're both willing to work at it. The fact is when there's a child involved, I mean, love is great, but you better be really good friends. You don't have to be married to be good parents, Nick. And if you and Maggie decide to keep this baby, I know you'll work something out.
Well, she says she wants to keep it. I mean, at least that's what she said last night.
Okay.
But she also said she wants to leave town, that she doesn't want to stay here unless I marry her. That it would be too difficult.
Wait a minute. That's pressure. She's pressuring you.
Maybe she really feels that way. I don't know.
Well, fine. You got legal recourse. I mean, you can see your son.
Michael,
You
what
got
good's that
rights.
going to do me if Maggie's halfway around the world? She's got tons of money. She can do whatever she wants. Nobody can stop her. Not Rachel, Carl, me. Unless I marry her.
This girl really wants to marry you.
Well, she says she loves me.
Yeah, but you don't love her, Nick. Are you thinking about marrying her?
I'm thinking about my kid. Michael, I'd have given anything to have you around when I was growing up. Anything.
gotta tell you, I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault. You didn't know. But I do. I gotta go.
Maggie, why on earth would you be leaving home and all of the people who love you when you need all the security and support you can get right now?
Well, I can't stay here and raise a kid knowing that Nick is going to end up with Sophia. I can't do it. It's too difficult.
Well, of course it's difficult, Maggie. That's what you should have thought of before you got into this situation. And besides, we love you.
I know that you love me and I love you too, but I can't keep putting myself in a position where I'm constantly feeling worthless.
How can you feel worthless, Maggie? Worthless? You're pregnant.
Well, you're going to have to get over those feelings, young lady, because you have many more important things to think about, like this baby.
I know what it feels like to have parents who hate each other and resent their kid, never spend any time with it. I don't want this baby if it's going to be like that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Maggie. I'm sorry. I just don't understand how leaving home is going to make your life better.
I've been thinking about not having it.
What did you say?
Let her finish.
I went to a clinic last night.
Did you... Maggie, did you have an abortion?
If I'd gotten rid of the baby, then I wouldn't be leaving town.
You can't.
I just don't think we understand, Maggie.
You can't get rid of the child. I mean, you can't get rid of a child.
It's not our decision to make.
I'm not having an abortion. I'm not going to.
Well, we'll look after the child if you can't be bothered. Fine. Yes, that's settled then. We'll adopt the child.
We can't make that decision either, Carl.
I'm keeping this baby and I'm going to raise it myself. But I can't do it here, not the way things are. That's why I'm leaving Bay City and there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh, now there's a beautiful sight. Thank you very much. I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about your wife. Hey, welcome back, Mom.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Looks like me, don't you think?
Yeah, a little.
Funny eyes, maybe.
I tell you, it is so good to be back. Although I did have a fantastic time. Did Joe tell you I went to cooking school?
He did.
Paulina is redoing the entire menu.
Oh, that's great. As long as you don't change the pepperoni pizza, I'll have a mutiny on my hands across the street.
Well, she's in charge of the kitchen, so whatever she wants.
That's right.
Anyway, we've got to get to work, I guess, right? Okay. You gonna be okay here?
I know my way around my own restaurant. Thank you very much.
5 minutes. She's here. She's breaking my chops already.
I love it.
All right, we gotta get to work.
Well, you can leave him.
Not a chance.
Hi. How are you?
Paulina, you look wonderful.
Oh, thank you. I am so happy. And Italy, oh, have you ever been? It is fantastic.
No, Gabe and I were maybe thinking of going.
On vacation?
Well, someplace maybe a little more romantic, like honeymoon.
I'm so sorry. Joe told me, but I forgot. I'm so happy. Oh,
That's great.
This is gorgeous.
Thank you.
Now, Joe told me it was beautiful, but my goodness. He told me he carried it around for Gabe?
Yeah.
Oh, did he really put it in his sandcastle?
Yeah, that was just the beginning. It was great.
I want the whole story, every detail.
Well, who can stop me? I'm telling everybody in the whole world. In fact, the other night, we called up one of Gabe's relatives. Well, actually not a relative, a friend. She lives in Boston, and from what Gabe said, she sounds really nice. Her name is...
Cindy Brooke.
So nice to finally meet you. How was your flight? I assume you got your ticket.
Yes.
Please have a seat.
Thanks. Flying into Bay City was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost as nice as Boston.
Yes, it is, but you wouldn't be here if there wasn't something you couldn't find in Boston.
I suppose you could say that.
The trauma unit we're developing here is state-of-the-art. There'll be a neonatal unit, a burn unit, a special surgery.
Burn unit? That's interesting.
Have you worked with burn patients?
I have some experience, yes.
I didn't notice that on your resume.
Is this a relative?
My son.
He looks familiar.
Well, you know, he worked in Boston for several years.
Well, he's a reporter.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very good one. I used to read his pieces in the Globe. We met once or twice at hospital functions.
Well, he's settled into Bay City now and is writing for the Herald.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have thought he'd ever leave Boston.
Well, Bay City has lots to offer. We have an opera company, a film festival, a beautiful museum of fine
I'm sure
arts.
it's a wonderful place to live, but I love New England.
Well, the Midwest is pretty great, too. And I'm sure you'd make friends very quickly. My son Chris has settled right in.
I actually already know someone who lives here. But I'll be honest, I'm not ready to leave Boston yet.
Well, let me show you around the unit. We may be able to change your mind.
I was going to tell you tonight after dinner.
Yeah, after you gave your resignation to McNamara.
It's my decision, Gary.
Based on what?
Based on my medical report.
As I remember, that was a good thing. It was good news.
Good news?
Yeah, Jay, if somebody tells me that I don't need major surgery or I don't need physical therapy, then I'm happy.
That's not what they told me, sweetheart. What they told me was that they couldn't fix it.
No, what they told you was that you don't have anything physically wrong with
My
your hand.
hand shakes. Okay, my hand shakes, which means I cannot use a weapon, which means I cannot be a cop.
You don't know
Okay,
that.
and I don't want to spend the rest of my life behind a desk answering phones, okay?
From what I understand, this problem is psychological. That's what the report said.
That means that they don't know what caused it or how to cure it. That's what that means.
That's not what it means. Jay, do you think you're the first cop who's ever gotten spooked after being shot?
All right. Listen, all right, the bottom line is we're going to get married, and we're going to hopefully start a family, and maybe this is the best thing for us.
And you can honestly see yourself no longer being a cop.
I can get another job.
Another job is not the answer, Jay. You need somebody to help you. You need to see a therapist, okay? Somebody who understands police work, somebody who understands post-traumatic stress and the fear that you feel when you pick up a weapon.
Just please don't talk to me about therapy, okay? My mother was in therapy for years and years, and it saved her life, so I don't need you preaching to me about the wonders of therapy, okay?
Okay, then let's make an appointment.
Gary, an appointment is not a guarantee. I could talk to somebody for years, and you know what? My hand might still shake.
So you don't even want to give it a try?
I just want to start my life fresh, you know? Something bad happened to me, okay? And I just want to accept that and move on.
Jay, you're scared. That's all.
No,
You're
don't
scared.
tell me how I feel, Gary, okay? You have no idea how I feel about
well,
this,
I know
all right?
how much you love being a cop.
As much as you love it?
It's not the same thing.
No, you're right. It's not the same thing. I'm quitting the force because I'm injured. And why did you quit the force? Why? Because Internal Affairs was giving you a hard time? Now, who needs a shrink here? Okay, you want to salvage somebody's career. Why don't you just salvage your own? Sweetie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Is that what you think? Do you think I lost it emotionally?
You just make me so mad sometimes. You know, you push my buttons, and then I say things that I don't mean, and I'm sorry.
That's all right. You might be right, you know. I'm not known for my patience.
You can be mad at me if you want.
Okay, you can be scared if you want. It's okay. I miss the force, Jay. I miss it so much. And if I'm pushing you, that's because I don't want you to feel the same way, all right? So don't give up on it. Don't throw it all away.
I'm not throwing it away, okay? This is what you don't get, all right? My career is over.
I don't believe that.
Can I have my letter, please?
Do you honestly believe deep down that your hand is never going to stop shaking?
I don't know. Okay? Nobody knows. That's the point.
No.
Letter, please?
I'll tell you what. You make an appointment with a shrink, okay? And then you can take this letter to your first session.
Would you just get off the therapy bandwagon here? You know, who do you think you are telling me what to do with my mail? All right, give me my letter. Now. Thank you.
You want to send it? Go ahead and send it. And if that's really what you want to do.
Fine. I'll do with it what I want to do with it, all right? You're making me so mad. I don't want to discuss this with you anymore, okay? I'm going to clean Ozzy's room, and when I come out, this discussion is over, all right? It's over. Gary? Gary? Matt?
Hey, Paulina.
Oh.
Joe said you weren't coming back for another couple days. Where's the baby?
With his father. He's running around town showing him to everybody. So cute.
You look great.
Oh, thank you. Well, Eddie kept feeding me all these fabulous vegetables from his garden.
I love Italy.
Oh, you have to come with me next time. I told everybody about my handsome brother. The senoritas will be lining up. Oh, and I brought all these baby pictures of Joe and Sophia. Sophia looked just like Dante when she was a little girl.
See.
Wait, look.
Oh.
Is it amazing? They could be twins, huh?
Amazing. They could be twins.
Hey,
Well, that's a good one.
how's she doing?
Better. She's doing better. You know, she's sitting up, eating real food.
Joe told me you saved her life.
Well, it's the least I can do after I caused her to swerve off the road.
Well, she's lucky it was you. Somebody else could have just left her there to bleed to death. Is she awake?
Yeah, I'm sure she'd love to see you.
Are you going to be here later?
I was going to head over to the paper.
Oh, you know, I was thinking if you wait for me, maybe we could go over to the house and see Rachel together. That is, if I can pry Dante away from his father. Please. They'll give us a chance to catch up.
How can I resist?
You can't.
Mwah.
Thanks.
Oh, honey.
Maggie, we're very grateful you've decided to keep this child. And we hope that you will reconsider your idea of leaving Bay City.
Yeah, well, that's sheer bloody lunacy, isn't it?
And we will stand by you whatever decision you make, won't we, darling?
Yes, I suppose.
I think he means that he doesn't understand why you're leaving any more than I do.
I mean, we all get our feelings hurt, Maggie. But what do? Put your tail between your legs, whimper, roll over? No. You stay and you fight back. You make the best of it.
Maybe you could, but I can't.
Then you're not a Corey, are you? Sniveling and self-pity. Maggie. What is all this talk about running away?
It's not up to me.
Of course it's up to you. It's up to you, darling. It's up to you to choose. Nobody's going to make you do anything.
What has Nick said to you?
And you're better off without him.
I love him.
Love. What do you know about love?
Carl.
Huh?
I know what it feels like not to be loved. And I'm not showing up for it anymore. If Nick's not going to marry me, then forget it. I'm not going to watch him get back together with Sophia. I'm not going to put myself through that, and I'm not going to put our baby through it either.
You don't have to.
Don't you know enough to knock before entering somebody's house?
Hello, Nick.
Mrs. Hutchins. I'd like to speak to Maggie. Alone. That's okay.
No, it's not okay. I think you've spent enough time alone with Maggie,
It's
don't
fine
you?
by me.
Right. Okay, well, we'll be upstairs. Come on, darling. If you need us. Joe, darling.
Well, this is the world turned upside down, this is. I mean, Maggie, where the hell is she going to run off to? And this pinhead, I mean, what kind of loathsome Lothario is this? Full of excuses and no bloody use at all.
He is the father of the baby.
Well, I don't think that's exactly a major accomplishment, do you, Rachel? Look here, we can't coddle
I
them.
know you want to fix it, Coral.
It's beyond fixing. That's my point.
Look, you can't settle this for them. This is their responsibility. They have to make the decision, right?
So where are you going to go? Your parents?
Yeah, like I'd really go to them.
Where then?
I'll send you a postcard.
I didn't come here to fight, Maggie.
Then why did you come?
Because I was thinking about what you said last night about how you didn't want to stay here and raise the baby by yourself, that you're going to take off, and I can't let you do that.
Well, I'm not staying here unless you marry me, Nick.
Okay?
Okay, what?
Okay, let's get married.
have trusted Nick. You were right, Joe was right, everyone was right.
We didn't want to be right.
Yeah, well, I can't believe that I confided in Maggie as long as I did. I can't believe. I should have known. I should have figured it out. I should have known what she was doing. You know, there were a lot of hints and there were signs. I just, you know, I told her that, you know, when I was going to buy Nick's motorcycle back after the guy he sold it to, she went and she tried to buy the bike back first. I just can't believe I didn't see that. I mean, how could he sleep with her? I mean, she was my best friend.
This is my fault. Before I left, Maggie told me what happened, that she and Nick had been together. I didn't feel it was my place to say anything. She told me in confidence.
She actually came out and she told you?
I didn't know she was pregnant, and I didn't know that you and Nick were thinking about getting married. I'm so sorry.
No, you don't have to be sorry. Because, Paulina, you warned me. You warned me that he was seeing other women, and I just didn't listen.
No, I'm not excusing it, all right? I'm just saying you weren't being stupid. Honey, I think Nick genuinely wanted to be with you. There was just this unfinished business with Maggie.
Yeah, he lied to me.
Yeah, I know he did. But I don't think you should blame yourself for missing out on whatever was going on. I don't even think Nick knew she was pregnant, did he?
No. No, he didn't.
It is such a shame. This whole thing. I mean, Maggie's not ready to be a mother. It is so much work. Even though Dante's the world's best baby, I'm not happy, am I?
No, of course you're helping me. But you don't know how glad I am to see you. I haven't had anyone to talk to. You know, your brother's been sweet, though, and Rachel's been very nice. Paulina, it's just been really hard.
I know. I should have told you.
You know, it's okay. You know what? Because I wouldn't have believed it. I didn't even believe Maggie. I didn't believe anything until I saw the look on Nick's face.
I know. It's gonna be okay.
No. No, I don't think it's gonna be okay.
I know how that feels. I felt the same way when I thought Jake died. I thought, this is it for me. I'll be alone, no family, alone the rest of my life. Then look, I met your brother. And now we have Dante, and I couldn't be happier. You see that? Now the same thing is gonna happen for you.
Oh, it won't?
Yes, it will. You're gonna get better, and we're gonna take you home. Hey, your birthday's coming. 21, come on, that is a very good year. I know. You're gonna have a wonderful life, Sophia Carlino. I promise. Come here. Come here.
You're right. It is state of the art. And we're endowed. So we'll be able to update whenever new technology is developed.
It's very impressive, but I still don't think I'm ready to make the move.
Oh.
I have a wonderful job at Mass General.
Well, that's a wonderful hospital, but Bay City General is making a reputation for itself. Look, all I ask is that you think about it. You are our first choice to head the nursing team for the new unit.
That's very flattering.
And I probably shouldn't tell you this, but the board is willing to meet your terms. We really, really want you. Excuse me. Yes. Oh, right, the meeting with Captain McNamara. Was that here? At the precinct. All right, thank you very much, Charlene. I'm sorry, Cindy, but I've got to run.
May I use your phone?
Oh, please, be my guest. And think about what I've said.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
And you.
You know, maybe we could get him a swing.
A swing? Have you seen their backyard? I think Joe built the kid an amusement park.
He loves that kid.
Yeah, he really does. Yeah, McNamara.
Hey, pal.
Cindy, hi. What is this? What are you calling me in the middle of the day for?
Relax. It's not long distance.
Wait, you're here?
I flew in to interview at Bay City General. For the trauma unit? I told you about that.
Now, the last I heard, you wouldn't come unless they paid for your airfare.
Guess they must want me.
They offered you the job?
Gabe, let's take her out to lunch.
Yeah, but
I don't think I'm gonna take it.
Wait, Cindy, can we get you lunch or dinner maybe? Lorna is right here. She really wants to meet you.
I'd love that. I would. I've got to work tonight. I've got a flight coming in an hour.
Cindy, it'd be great if you moved out here.
We'll see.
Well, listen, can we at least give you a lift to the airport? Are you at the hospital right now?
I've got a car coming. I've got to go, Gabe. I'll call you soon.
Wait, Cindy. She had to go to the airport. Yeah.
Captain, you had a meeting?
Yes, Dr. Madison.
Rita, if this is private, I can just...
Oh, no,
go
no,
back.
no. No, this has impacted you more than anyone here, Lorna. With the pressure from the media, the staff, and of course, being attacked yourself. These petitions were signed by community leaders, hospital staff, and residents, all calling for an increased police presence and demanding that the stalker investigation be given higher priority. I mean, what is it going to take, Captain? Does another woman have to die before this office takes some action? I've got a stack of resignations on my desk, people I cannot afford to lose, and an endless parade of nervous staff members in and out of my office all day long looking for reassurance. This has got to end, Captain. Something has to be done.
Dr. Madison, I truly appreciate your support.
My support?
Yes. Rita, I have a budget. I have oversight. It's not easy, but everyone here is doing the best that they can. Now, these petitions will be very helpful in the right quarters. Thank you, Doctor. Is there something else?
No.
Dr. Madison, I understand that my sister-in-law interviewed for one of the jobs at the new trauma unit. Cindy Brooke.
Cindy Brooke is your sister-in-law?
210's Tori Spelling.
All I want is to be like you. You're pathetic.
Could envy drive a friend to murder? It really happened. A Friend to Die For, NBC Sunday.
So did you ever know Blair to use Jane Ryan as an alias?
Nope, not to my knowledge.
Well, these have to be Blair's. I mean, look at this one. It's deposited on the 17th. She moved out on the 20th. But I don't get it. She said that she didn't have any money. She was always complaining about that.
Well, I pretty much think you could discard Blair as a reliable witness, okay?
All right, point taken. This doesn't make any sense. I mean, if someone had that much money, why hide it? I mean, if you have that much money, why would... Unless, of course, it's not your money. All right, look at this. All deposits, no withdrawals, all made in regular intervals.
Yep, and all these deposits were made in cash.
Blackmail.
Bingo.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, look, we know for a fact this is not her salary. And like you said, if she's got nothing to hide...
Okay, so let's assume that Blair was blackmailing someone. Who? Whoever killed her? The stalker, maybe?
Well, he'd have a pretty darn good motive, wouldn't he?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so here's what I say we do. I say we go down to the bank and we check into Jane Ryan's account. Find out when the last deposit was and when the first one began.
Good idea. How are you going to do that?
Easy, I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna ask the bank manager to pull this account and check out the records on it.
I thought you were quitting the force.
No, I can't marry you.
What?
You heard me.
Well, you just said that you wouldn't stay here unless I married you.
Yes, so?
So, I want to marry you.
No, you don't. You want me to stay in Bay City, which is very different than wanting to marry me.
You're a real piece of work, Maggie. I mean, you are a real piece of work. You give me this ultimatum, then I do what you say, and now you're going to start saying...
No, that's not what I said. What I said was that I didn't want to stay in Bay City knowing that you were going to get back together with Sophia. You see, you don't want to marry me, and I don't want to be married to someone who hates me.
I don't hate you.
Okay, fine, resents me. I had enough of that for my parents. I don't need it for my husband, too. When I get married, I want my...
I. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about the baby. Okay, and maybe... All right, obviously, this isn't the way I planned it, but the baby is a fact. I'm gonna be there for the baby. I am making a commitment to the baby.
But not to me.
Look, Maggie, I've asked you to marry me. I'm not gonna pretend that it's my first choice. It's not. But I'm gonna do the right thing, and I'm gonna marry you.
Should I be jumping for joy?
We gotta make the best of this. Look, who knows how this is gonna turn out, you know? But at least we'll give the kid a chance at a real family, which is more than our parents gave us.
Yes, to me. I mean, the silly little girl, she can't even take care of herself, let alone an infant.
And we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
They crossed the bridge, darling, when they decided to practice unsafe
Look,
sex.
we don't disagree here. Of course they're too young. Of course they don't have any experience with children.
Rachel. Rachel, should we ask Maggie for custody?
No, darling. They're going to have to deal with this their own way, make their own decisions, and of course they're going to need help. And they'll come to us. But they're not going to come to us if we bully them. Then we'll just lose them. You know that. Everything all right?
Yeah, we have something to tell you.
Okay, so maybe I'm not ready to walk into Gabe's office and hand him my badge today.
Listen, we can beat this hand thing. All right, all you gotta do is trust me and get therapy.
Gary, just because I love being a cop doesn't mean that it's all going to work out.
But it is gonna work out because you're a terrific cop. And as soon as you bust this case wide open, the department is gonna give you any kind of recovery schedule you need.
All right, let's just try to nail the stalker right now, okay?
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You kidding? It's nothing you don't do for me every day. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know, all these deposits, they're all made to the same bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what, this bank, it's right near the docks.
That's right. That means Blair was going down to the docks like clockwork and collecting her payments.
Until he killed her. Do you think that maybe he was on his way to meet her that night? When she ran into me?
Yeah. Then he heard the conversation. He saw what was going down between you two.
Picked up my gun and shot Blair, figuring that it would get blamed on me and he'd get off scot-free.
Oh, nice guy, huh?
Mm-hmm. You know, if this guy is vulnerable to blackmail, he's got to be one nasty piece of work.
Okay, now look. Okay, the exact same dimple. Am I right? Look, the exact same dimple. There it is.
Teresa gave you these?
Oh, she took one look at Dante and went running for the photo albums. It is amazing. I mean, if I didn't know any better, I would say they were the same baby. Look.
Can I come in?
Hi.
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 What are you doing?
Is it for you?
Oh, they smell so nice.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
You know, there's somebody who wants to see you.
Who?
Well, he didn't quite say. I mean, he tried. But...
Huh? I made the head nurse an offer she couldn't refuse. He says, I want to see my Aunt Sophia.
You got so big. Look at
Well,
you.
he's a good eater.
He is a good one. He's a Carlino.
Hey.
What do you expect?
He's half Cory.
Yes, he
Don't
is.
forget.
Hey, Corey,
course not.
know nothing about eating,
That's
right?
right.
He says, get better, Aunt Sophia. You got to come home and take care of me.
Mm-hmm.
And don't you dare drip on my head.
I'm so glad that you guys are here with me. All of you.
We're all here. Everyone who loves you. And we're never leaving you. You tell them.
Yeah, well, okay. We figured that the best thing would be that, you know, since, considering the situation, Maggie being pregnant and all, we want to be responsible. So we're going to get married.
Really? Well, married. Big step.
Married. And, when were you thinking of doing this?
Right away.
We thought maybe today.
Want to find out more about Another World? Check out Another World on the internet at www.nbc.com. You'll find profiles and photos of your favorite stars, plus lots of other interesting stuff. Another World on the internet at www.nbc.com. Tonight, stay with NBC for Must-See TV Wednesday, starting with Wings and Larroquette. NBC Tonight.